In this comprehensive and speculative narrative, we embark on a journey into a hypothetical world where the Earth's oceans, those vast and enigmatic bodies of water that have shaped our planet's history and biology, have mysteriously and suddenly vanished. This imagined reality offers us an opportunity to delve deep into the multifaceted repercussions of such a cataclysmic event, shedding light on the myriad challenges that both humanity and the Earth would confront in the wake of such a monumental transformation. The vanishing of oceans. Imagine a world in which, in a mere instant, the seas and oceans that have covered 71% of the Earth's surface have disappeared. This concept, although firmly rooted in the realm of fiction, encourages us to ponder the profound influence these aquatic expanses exert on our world. The oceans, responsible for moderating temperatures, influencing weather patterns, and harboring diverse ecosystems, have seemingly evaporated overnight. The oceans, these immense, mysterious, and awe-inspiring bodies of water, have been integral to the history and life of our planet. They have been our cradle of life, nurturing the origins of existence with their primordial soup of organic molecules. From the deep abyss to the sunlit surface, they have provided shelter to an astonishing diversity of life forms. They have shaped coastlines, sculpted mountains, and breathed life into our atmosphere. Immediate consequences. The abrupt disappearance of oceans would yield immediate and radical transformations. Coastal regions, once teeming with life and economic activity, would transform into vast, desolate plains. Beaches that once echoed with the sound of waves would become eerily lifeless, devoid of the marine life they once nurtured. The maritime trade that connected continents would vanish, and port cities that thrived on the ebb and flow of the tides would become ghost towns. The void left by the oceans would create a climatic vacuum. The temperature regulation provided by the oceans, acting as planetary thermostats, would cease to exist. The immediate result would be a sharp contrast in temperatures between day and night. The once moderated coastal climate would give way to extreme temperature fluctuations, making survival a daily challenge. Climate chaos. The abrupt cessation of oceanic currents would lead to a drastic overhaul of global weather patterns. The oceans, acting as colossal heat reservoirs, regulate global temperatures. In their absence, the world would be thrust into a new era of climatic instability. The loss of this moderating influence would usher in a tumultuous era of extreme climate patterns, characterized by intensified storms, protracted droughts, and unprecedented heat waves. In a world without oceans, the greenhouse effect would be amplified. The atmosphere, no longer able to rely on the oceans to absorb carbon dioxide, CO2, would see an alarming increase in greenhouse gases. Rising CO2 levels would trap heat, leading to an alarming global temperature rise. Glaciers and polar ice caps would melt at an unprecedented rate, causing sea levels to surge, submerging coastal regions and islands. Ecosystem collapse. The oceans, teeming with biodiversity, would experience catastrophic disruptions. Countless species, from plankton to whales, would face extinction. This ecological upheaval would ripple into terrestrial ecosystems, affecting biodiversity and posing challenges for global agriculture. Earth's oceans, rich with life, have been its lifeblood. From oxygen-producing phytoplankton to magnificent marine giants, they've sustained a delicate web of life. With the oceans vanishing, this web would fray. Marine species would migrate in search of new habitats, while others would vanish as their ecological niches disappeared. Rising temperatures. The oceans, as the Earth's primary carbon sinks, absorb copious amounts of carbon dioxide, CO2, from the atmosphere. With oceans vanishing, atmospheric CO2 levels would skyrocket, exacerbating the greenhouse effect. The consequences are dire: soaring global temperatures, melting polar ice caps, rising sea levels, and the irrevocable transformation of the planet's landscape. As CO2 levels soared, the consequences would reverberate across the planet. Forests, once integral to the planet's carbon cycle, would struggle to survive in the face of extreme heat and changing precipitation patterns. Desertification would encroach upon arable lands, pushing communities to migrate in search of more hospitable conditions. Freshwater sources, previously replenished by oceanic processes, would rapidly deplete, leading to worldwide water scarcity. The quest for water. The ocean's disappearance would trigger a global water crisis. Previously replenished by the oceans, freshwater sources would dwindle rapidly. Desalination, and the quest for underground aquifers and wells would become vital for human survival. In this oceanless world, a daunting water challenge looms. Desalination, while a lifeline, would strain energy resources and fall short of global freshwater demands. Hidden aquifers, reservoirs, and remnants of lakes and rivers would become prized resources, sparking fierce competition among nations for control over these diminishing treasures. Human migration. As Earth's harsh landscape took shape, human migration became imperative. Coastal regions, once bustling hubs, were abandoned as people sought new water sources. Once inhospitable places like Antarctica drew settlers in search of survival. Mass migration reshaped the world. Borders blurred as people traversed continents for water and resources. Antarctica and the Arctic, once remote and frozen, became new frontiers, with settlements in once uninhabitable lands. Geopolitics shifted as nations united for survival. The bittersweet realization. In this oceanless world, nostalgia for the ocean's beauty, and the cultural heritage it inspired would envelop humanity. Memories of the waves' soothing lull and vibrant marine life would evoke a profound yearning. The loss would not only impact the physical world but also the human psyche. Centuries of art, poetry, and music inspired by the ocean would serve as poignant reminders of what once existed, leaving survivors with a bittersweet realization of the irreplaceable beauty they had lost. Conclusion? In this speculative scenario of a world without oceans, we delve into the vital role oceans play in maintaining Earth's balance. This narrative emphasizes the urgency of environmental stewardship to protect our oceans, the myriad species they support, and life on Earth itself. It underscores the intricate interconnected systems that sustain us and the need to preserve this delicate balance on our remarkable planet. In this fictional tale, we've journeyed. In this story, Earth's oceans disappear, revealing the immediate and long-term consequences on our planet, climate, ecosystems, and society. This tale serves as a warning, underscoring the vital importance of ocean preservation for our future survival. Thank you for watching another episode of Elizib. While you are still here, don't forget to like and subscribe.